Have you ever had a day where you felt really low, really down, where it seems to be life is a drag? And so as the day goes on, things seem to go wrong and you have all these minor irritations? Do you know why? Well, there is a very real reason, but I'll come back to that in a moment. Today on my Life Success Gems, I'm talking about the universal laws and how they shape your life, my life, everybody's life. They're absolutely intrinsic to our very existence and what kind of life we experience here on 3D Earth. So let me talk a little bit about why they're so important and what they actually do. Think first of all of physical laws like the law of gravity. Whether or not we know about it, it's certainly in action all the time and we're all subject to it. Now the laws I'm talking about are often called the laws of life or natural laws because indeed they are natural to us as human beings. And the point is that they are in action 24/7, 365 days of the year. And they actually, as I said, provide the foundation for what kind of life experience you have day by day. So I want to share a little bit more about these, and in forthcoming gems, I'll be explaining many more and how you can apply them. Because once you know them and you can choose to flow in harmony with them, then of course you get their benefits. But if you are unknowingly, quite often going against them, as it were, breaking the laws, then of course you will have repercussions in your life. So let me tell you some of the features, shall we say, of universal laws. They're like power switches in the sense that any higher power, as I've been talking already in these Life Success Gems, that we have there to tap into is going to be severely limited if you are going against the flow of life, against the laws. It's as though you've turned off your power switch. So that's why it is so essential to know some of the really important ones and how they affect your everyday life. Now, they govern everybody. Whether or not you know about them is immaterial. They will still be in action. They're the laws of life. They're natural laws, as I've said, and they create order and harmony, which is our natural divine state of existence. But you must use them and prove them for yourself. I can only tell you about them, and I have also written about them, of course, in my book, The Miracle Effect. Always probably 30 or 40 laws discussed in there in detail and how they apply to particular parts of one's life. So you have to prove them, test them, and then you know their benefits. And there's not just one. I'm sure you've heard of the law of attraction. You need synergistic groups of laws to apply particularly at certain times of your life or to certain outcomes that you're wanting to work on. It's as though you could say, well, I'm going to make a cake, but I'm only going to use one ingredient. Not possible. You need the synergistic mix of laws. They work and align in ways that manifest as the results of your life. And when you are in harmony and in the flow, then you will be enjoying and manifesting your natural divine tendencies of love, peace, fulfillment, well-being, wisdom, contentment, power, abundance, joy, and of course, life success. Now, no one can avoid or escape them. Like gravity, they're in action all the time, and they're impartial, fair, and for the good of all. And how do you use them? Well, you apply them not just to the big things in life, the big things you're manifesting. You apply them to the little things, your everyday thoughts, your words, your attitudes, and therefore your actions, until they become so part of you and so integrated that you automatically go with that flow. Knowing and working with the universal laws is the difference between success and failure, between mastery or helplessness. The difference between enjoying a wonderful heaven on earth life, as I call it, or a mundane, monotonous, even groundhog kind of day. So why wouldn't you want to know them and work with them? So let me come back to what I started saying at the beginning. When you feel low, what's going on? Well, there are 3 real foundational sets of laws which I'll be sharing. Today I'm going to work with you on the vibrational laws, or the science of vibration, and in the following 2 gems I'll be working and sharing the others. So, the foundation of existence here and of everything in the material world, as science tells us, is vibrational frequency. And so for us, we are vibrating at a certain frequency all the time. We're emanating it out in waves, shall we say, which affect not only ourselves, but everyone with whom we come in contact. And there's a lovely chart which somebody has put together showing this vibrational guidance scale. Now, when you feel down, to answer the questions at the beginning, you are spiraling down. You have gone into some of the aspects where you're going to take your life on a downward spiral. Things like pessimism, boredom, unforgiveness, overwhelmment, disappointment, doubts, worry, and so on. That's when you're spiraling down. And so when you're in that down state, you are going to experience and attract whatever else is in that low frequency. In other words, your life and experience around you reflects what's going on within you. However, when you want to have an up day, which I hope is going to be every day, remember we talked about making every day great in the second life success gem, then you go on an upward spiral. And you experience all the beautiful things there of joy and optimism, contentment, inner peace, positive thinking, all of those things. And ultimately, of course, love and happiness and joy and appreciation. Remember how we talked about smiles. These are all on the upward spiral. And so your life and your day is going to go according to that frequency. So really, it's quite straightforward when you understand what's going on underneath. And the other thing is these laws sort of act as guidelines. I call them signposts, if you like, signposts of light, of how we can create and enjoy the life that we would choose. So I hope that's given you some food for thought, and be conscious now of which spiral you want to work on each day, up or down. And that way you will be a blessing to all you meet, and certainly your life will be far more enjoyable and peaceful and productive. So I leave you now, and next week do join me for the second set of the 3 foundational sets of laws, and I leave you with my love, blessings, and enjoy your week. Signing off, Sylvia.